Hello everyone, this is Squallcasting bringing you another game of StarCraft 2. In this game we have Vesslan playing as the blue Zerg in the top left hand corner of the map. And down here we have Hellokitty, the most ferocious warrior of all time, playing as the red Protoss in the bottom left hand side of the map. So they are playing on Entombed Valley. You got the single watchtower here in the center, but that won't come into play quite so much since they are both on the left-hand side. So Hellokitty throwing down his first pylon. Now, starting to scout out in the wrong direction. Hellokitty wondering if Vesslan is a Smurf. I don't know who Vesslan is. I don't know who Hellokitty is, aside from a ridiculously popular Japanese brand. Vesslan wants to know if Hellokitty is. Oh, okay, Hellokitty is J-Wing. I don't know who J-Wing is, but I guess that's his main. Vesslan doesn't know what a Smurf is? I don't know. Anyway, what's your ID? Hellokitty really wants to know. Hellokitty, starting with a Forge Fast Expand. I don't tell. He doesn't want anyone to know. You know Korean, right? Vesslan's getting a spawning pool up. Not going for a hatch first or anything like that. This conversation is rather amusing. GLHF, period. He doesn't want to discuss this any further. He's done. You go, Sue. So this bro is finally going to scout up and see what's up. Vesslan throwing down his hatchery now. Spawning pool finishing up very soon. We'll see if Hellokitty decides to try some kind of cannon shenanigans, but it seems unlikely seeing as there's an Overlord there to see everything. This Overlord does scoot on down now. Sees the Nexus? Yes, sees the Nexus just barely. So both players are going for them fast expand builds. That probe gets in, sees the spawning pool. And we've got 4 Zerglings coming out just to repel the probe and keep the Zerg player safe. Hellokitty continuing to work on his wall, getting a pylon, getting a cannon. And I feel like there's a hole here. That definitely looks open to me. We'll see if he walls that or if he just plugs it with zealots. So Vesslan getting his probes out, checking around, taking a third very early. Pretty standard in the current ZVP metagame. You get 3 hatches before any gas, you drone up like crazy, and it's basically the best way to deal with these Forge Fast Expands that Protoss tend to do now. Got 2 Zerglings out in the center, just keeping an eye on things. This Zergling gonna find that probe. And look at the number of waypoints that Zergling has set up. He doesn't want there to be any hidden pylons around the map. And picks up on that probe very nicely. This gateway finishing up now. There are 2 Zerglings out the side, but there is a photon cannon to keep him safe. And this is kind of an interesting wall. Like there's the gap here, and then there's the gap here. And I assume he's going to close that eventually, but for the time being, he's sort of vulnerable. With that said, Vesslan has gone for this 3 hatch before basically anything else, so it's not like he has a lot of attack units. And it could be Hellokitty is just banking on that and not worrying about finishing his wall immediately. So Vesslan's third finishing up right now. And from there we will see what kind of tech he wants to move into. This one Zealot moving forward, trying to kill some lings, doesn't quite succeed. The Zerglings run away terrified, because that Zealot does a lot more damage and has a lot more health than them. Running forward, trying to deal some damage to a single Zergling, getting absolutely eviscerated. And Vesslan just pulling back. Looks like he may have tried to run in, but there's a cannon there. It'll be fine. Now, Hellokitty is getting his 1 attack upgrades rather quick and chrono boosting his warp gate. So it could be that he wants to go for some kind of +1 attack timing. We do see that sometimes against the Zerg 3 hatch before anything else build. Vesslan is starting to get his gases. He's building 3 now. And yeah, we'll see where he goes from that. Would be interesting to see the 13-minute 200 food roach army that a lot of Zergs do these days. And Hellokitty pushing forward. He does have another probe hidden up here now. So it definitely looks like he wants to be aggressive early, throwing down 3 more gateways and a Twilight Council. Getting sentries out, getting +1. This one Stalker going to run forward, try to pick off some drones. Those drones running for home. His Stalker doing a bit of damage, just one Zealot dealing some damage to the drones, and Hellokitty throwing down a second pylon, so he's got a backup pylon in case the first one goes down. And Warp Gate's finishing up right now, so he will be able to change all his gateways into Warp Gate, and that is indeed happening right now. We will see a big warp in any moment now. We do have some spawn crawlers going up. I don't know if they will finish in time though. 4 Zealots coming in, they do have +1, so they deal so much more damage. And Vesslan definitely in a lot of trouble now. He is microing as best he can, trying to get that queen away, throwing down even more spawn crawlers. He really wants to keep this base safe. And that queen is just playing ring around the road to try to stay up. The Stalker does pick it off though. There are some Zerglings out, they managed to get the Stalker. And it looks like this attack may be thwarted because there's only 3 Zealots left. And spawn crawlers are finishing up. We'll see if he tries to warp in more. And Vesslan definitely not overreacting to this. Made a handful of roaches, and then returned to droning. So Hellokitty definitely not doing as much damage as he wanted. And looks like he's just kind of hunkering down defensively now. Getting a bunch of sentries. Not sure why he's moving those out. Why are you moving those out? And also getting blink. So I'm just going to move into some blink play. Definitely not the best attack of all time. Not really accomplishing very much. And Vesslan getting just a healthy drone count. 63 drones to 48 probes. And Blink finishing up very soon here, so that's quite a few sentries. They have a reasonable amount of energy. They haven't been around that long. And we'll see if he wants to go for some aggression, or if he's just getting Blink just so he can play defensively. To keep Stalkers alive and whatnot. That pylon finally gets picked off. Let's take a look at the tech. We are going to get an Evo Chamber out of Vesslan. He has 1 up already. He is getting 1 attack upgrade, and he's getting roach upgrade. So it does look like he wants to go into that very heavy roach style. He is getting an infestation pit, so he wants to be able to supplement that with some infestors. And infestors are always pretty darn good. Getting more roaches out. But Hellokitty looks like he wants to turn it on again. He has a lot of sentries there, so he will be able to throw down a lot of force fields. This passageway is open now, so Vesslan can move through there as needed. The roaches do not yet have speed, and with good blink control, Hellokitty could deal a lot of damage. Blinking Stalker's back, loses 1. We'll see though. Vesslan has a decent number of roaches, but there's some good force fields going down, partitioning off a lot of the roaches, keeping them from dealing damage. Hellokitty swarming more and more units forward. Pulls back for the moment though. And it looks like he did lose a lot of his sentries. That's not very good for him. He only has 1 sentry left. He will have no more force fields. You never want to lose sentries like that. Not that many. But some good blink control coming down. Keeping units alive as much as possible. Individually blinking back Stalkers as they get low. And Vesslan needing to haul back. Definitely in a rough spot here. He is getting Zerglings out. He does not have Zergling speed. Wow. No Zergling speed at the 12-minute mark. That's definitely going to hurt him a lot. As mass speed Zerglings can deal decently with Stalkers, but if they don't have speed, they can't do anything. And Vesslan in a world of trouble here. His natural is under siege. It is likely going to go down. Does he still have that sentry? Yes, he does. It does have enough for a force field now, so he can potentially force field this ramp and keep reinforcements from coming on down. Vesslan's units are trickling in piecemeal. He does manage to burrow that roach, so he's managing to keep his roaches alive. That could pay dividends for him later. But I feel like this is just too much stuff for Vesslan to deal with. Overlords are dying. Vesslan is now supply capped. He can't rebuild units. Yeah, I think we're going to see the GG any moment now. Trying to come up from behind with the roaches, but it's just not enough. And GG. So thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.